Good afternoon, brothers and sisters, family, friends, and all my saints and subs. Sergeant OCD here. I'm out by the greenhouse where I've been since February. It's a lot to take care of, as I showed you in the opening. It's just been a blessing ever since we took over last year. You know, last year we focused on a lot of vegetables because we didn't know how to grow flowers. And then we have I call her a master gardener. She doesn't call herself that, but to me she is. She is so good with all the plants. So she did this year. She brought in like 4 or 5, or probably 6, 5 to 7 mothers, and just made a lot of beautiful flowers. Yeah, sorry, haven't been out. I started feeling better in the last couple weeks. But let me read to you from Revelation 9. This is the 6th trumpet. I don't know if I read 12, but I'm going to read 12. The first terror has passed, but look, 2 more terrors are coming. Then the 6th angel blew his trumpet, and I heard a voice speaking from the 4 horns of gold altar that stands in the presence of God. And the voice said to the 6th angel who held the trumpet, release the 4 angels who are bound at the great Euphrates River. The four angels who have been prepared for this hour and day and month and year were turned loose to kill 1/3 of the people on earth. I heard the size of their army, which was 200 million mounted troops. In my vision, I saw the horses and the riders sitting on them. The riders wore armor that was fiery red and dark, blue and yellow, horses and heads like lions, and fire and smoke burning, sulfur billowing from their mouths. 1/3 of the people on earth were killed by these 3 plagues, by fire and smoke and burning sulfur that came from the mouths of the horses. The power was in their mouths and in their tails, for their tails had heads like snakes, with the power to injure people. But the people who did not die in these plagues still refused to repent of their evil deeds and turn to God. They continue to worship demons and idols made of gold, silver, bronze, stone, and wood, idols that can neither see nor hear nor walk. And they did not repent their murders of their witchcrafts or their sexual immorality or thefts. So yeah, that's gonna be bad. The other thing I want to talk to you about is respect for others, respect for property, respect in general. The Bible emphasizes respect for all individuals, viewing each person as having inherent value and dignity as created in God's image. It encourages treating others with kindness, compassion, love, regardless of their background, status, or beliefs. Key passages highlights the importance of honoring those authority, loving one's neighbors, and showing no favoritism. The reason I want to talk to you about this today is people don't understand me, so they disrespect me. And I get it, It's hard to understand somebody with PTSD, and then you stack on OCD on top of that. It's just, I'm a difficult person, but I'm not. You should take more care in making sure things are organized and everything's just right, as my OCD helps me do. The other thing is PTSD. When you meet somebody, you don't know what they're about. You don't know their story. So if they're different or they're shy or quiet, treat them with respect. There's an old saying, you got to worry about the quiet ones. You do. Most of the quiet people that I know, they're in tune with God. And you know, I don't need a best friend, I need Jesus. I like to be alone. It gives me more time with God. I like to come out here and enjoy this. I mean, this is beautiful. And I'm sorry about my mics today. My transmit mics aren't working for some reason. I think my charger's dead. I haven't got my system out in a couple of weeks because I've been here doing this. So enjoy the beauty. Enjoy this wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And remember what Memorial Day weekend's all about. It's not about veterans. It's not about people in the service. It's about people who died in service. My brother died in service. So this Memorial Day to me is about him, celebrating his life, and respecting the ones who died to give you freedom of this country. So this is another one of the storage sheds that they gave us. Actually, it's the storage shed they gave us. The other one has a golf cart in it that we can use. Right here is yarrow that I took some from my house, and then I cut off a little bit of comfrey. So I've got yarrow and comfrey, and I could find plantain here. So all I need to do is get some olive oil, and I can make salves. Of course, you know, with other things. I'm back. So you see, it's not just flowers and vegetables. There's medicinal plants that I'm going to grow here. At home, I've got gardens set up just for medicinal plants. So if I find one in the yard, I can transplant it to there, and it's doing very well. My common mallow is like probably 3 feet by 3 feet, and it's about 2 feet high, and that's good for, you know, inflammation. So the mullein, or I have mullein too, but the comfrey I mix with plantain and make a salve for pain. Everybody loves it. And the yarrow, I mix that with plantain too, and I just pulled a whole bucket this morning. I mix that with yarrow, and it's for a coagulation of blood. It also works for repelling mosquitoes. Not all bugs though. You know, I found that out the other day when I was being bugged. I had no mosquitoes, but I had other bugs. But it is, you know, I'm going to try to find some other stuff to repel them. I'm growing lavender to add to that, to see if the lavender will get rid of the bugs. But it's all an experiment with me right now. But the reason I'm wearing sunglasses is because I was diagnosed with glaucoma and cataracts. So I may be losing my sight. But you know, protect yourself. You know, when I was young and wild, I wore sunglasses just to be cool, but I don't think I wore the right ones. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. You guys take care on this Memorial Day weekend, and remember, it's for fallen people that died in service, not for people who retired and then died, or any, you know, buddy that's still serving in the military. That's the last thing you should do is wish a veteran happy Memorial Day, because they may have lost people that died in service, and it's gonna hit their heart. Anyway, make sure you stock up on everything. Make sure you do run your generators, because you know summer's gonna happen. You could have power outages. Make sure you keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you train, and then you know, build your gear, test your gear. I'm working on my father's Vietnam belt today. I just was able to order the last piece to it. So you'll be seeing that in the next couple of weeks. But God bless you. Take care, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.